and check their people when they make mistakes. And then you have some other thug who's on Facebook praising the execution of Cannon. And what is Black Lives Matter doing about this? Nothing. Nothing. So here's me not being a hypocrite about that statement. So we have a sitting U.S. congressman by the name of Clay Higgins that publicly just threatened the NFAC on Facebook like he's gossiping about another girl in high school. I'm gonna quote from a famous book called The Art of War, so this helps you understand this video a little bit better. Let your plans be dark and impenetrable as night, and when you move, fall like a thunderbolt. Do you understand what that means? That means shut your mouth and don't share your plans. So I'm gonna put this post that Clay put on his Facebook up on the screen so I don't have to read it all, but I do want to quote one part out of it. Clay says, "I wouldn't even spill my beer. I dropped 10 of you where you stand." Hey Clay, us on the right, we don't do that crap. Period. We don't threaten people. We know who we are, and when and if the time comes to defend our people, we will. But we sure as hell don't need to go on Facebook and make a dramatic post about the NFAC, who's already a big enough joke as it is. Some of you may be scratching your head asking, why is he calling this guy out? He's a conservative. One reason: you are only as strong as your weakest link. Most of you have been to a mud bog before. Have you ever tried to pull someone's truck out with a chain that has a broken link on it? Doesn't work, does it? So if you're smart, you either replace the chain or you fix it. You know, maybe Clay was a fifth of whiskey deep when he posted that on Facebook, and I get it. We've all sent a drunk text at one point in our lives. I just sent one to my buddy's mom the other night. It happens. But understand who you are and the situation you're in. Clay is a sitting U.S. congressman. You can't afford to make mistakes like that. There is literally no sense in posting that other than showing how big your stick is, but it's not even your stick, it's the U.S. government's. So really, all you're proving is that you're scared. So now on the other side, the NFAC and Grandmaster Jay made a response video to it, which I think is also dramatic and full of BS.
Congressman Higgins, you need to go watch the video from Stone Mountain. We don't respond to threats and we don't threaten. Now I expect some type of an apology to myself and to the NFAC, or so help me, I'll put out a call so massive there won't be enough people in your state to deal with what'll come in, because there'll be so many of us.
Grandmaster Jay has made countless threats, even though he says that he hasn't.
If you join us and we find out that you're working for the other side, we're gonna kill you. Straight the fuck up.
But that's the thing, people. Leave the threat making to them. Let me share a little bit of psychology with y'all. If you know that you can do something, do you have to tell them about it? Or do you just have the confidence to know that if the situation came up, you can handle your business? So when you make a threat, all you're saying is, hi, I'm scared. I'm scared. I just want to let you know I'm scared. But in America right now, look at all the people that are protesting, looting, and are in these black militias. You may be asking yourself, well, do these people have jobs? No, because a lot of them are on unemployment because of the pandemic. So it's a perfect storm. They can go out and riot, loot, and beat people up in the streets, and they still get to eat at night. There should be a new law that states that if you're in a riot, if you're looting, or if you're beating people up in the streets, you don't get unemployment. Then see how bad they want it. But in all seriousness, Clay probably posted this on Facebook because he probably got threats or death threats against him and his family. Who cares? I get at least 5 people a day sending me death threats, either from email, Instagram, or people actually going on YouTube and making death threat videos to me. Why do I not care? 1, because lions don't worry about the opinions of lambs. 2, because most of the people doing the threatening completely misunderstand us due to a delusional thought process. And 3, because I'm better with a rifle than most of the people making threats are with the keyboard on their computer. So there's a book out there called The Art of War that I mentioned in the beginning of the video. If you haven't read it, buy it and read it tonight. Then you'll understand why a smart man and a confident man never makes threats. So let me end this video with a quote from The Art of War, which explains exactly why every conservative patriot in America needs to watch this video. Be extremely subtle, even to the point of formlessness. Be extremely mysterious, even to the point of soundlessness. Thereby, you can be the director of your opponent's fate. That means if you have a strategy, you don't share it and you don't raise suspicion. Somebody send a copy to Clay Higgins.